lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Missouri Tigers offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC,
hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this one.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. There he goes to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Glover. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. It's complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like...
He'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the returner goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
He's off to the races. Rams him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all of this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? He's right on target. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out on the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Slings it downfield. Fires it incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block back. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting it.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. And he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Robbins. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Glover. Got his man on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He fires one deep down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create back.
And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Release to the back. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he's running in the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers. Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Shakes off the tackler. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Makes the grab. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. Dumps it off in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick. Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
He's going to fire deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll put the tight end in motion.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He fires a bullet to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being no shot. They have no...
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for space. It's Slater. And the Tigers will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Missouri wants to go fast.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a...
Touchdown, Tigers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Carr. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He leaves it with his back. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. To throw, it's Glover. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this to lock things up late. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.